Right now we're standing beside one of our new cold storage warehouses. We're working on the freezer portion, which is a 192,000 square foot freezer. What we're looking at is our insulated metal panels. It is one single panel from top to bottom. Usually when you get close to this height, you're actually doing a double stacked panel. However, with the customer and what aesthetics they wanted to do on this building, you can see there are several accents of gray panels. And that was one of the big reasons to go one panel from top to bottom. One of the challenges you have with a panel that's close to 72 feet long is one, shipping, but then also once you get to it, that is a long panel to get around the building. We had to dig out the side to actually put our outriggers to give us some room to actually work, and also work with our team to make sure that we can get down this road without causing any damage to property or the panels itself. So one of the challenges with the accent wall is the architect called for them to be in a specific location in the wall. So what we had to do is we actually had to measure back from the first accent point back to where our panel would start. So inside the building, you can see that we've laid down the column blocks before any of the steel or any of the panels got started. Now, if you look at the side of the walls, you'll see here that this is the finished look of the building. You'll have the exposed steel all around the building. If you pay close attention to the walls, you'll see it kind of in the center, there's 8 different girts going from floor to ceiling. And then when you get to the corners, there's an additional 2. So the additional girts on the corner is due to wind load from around the building. You'll have bigger wind pressure around the corners, so we actually have to attach the panels a few more times to make sure that they stay in place. So the black EPDM that you actually see underneath our panels on the exterior will tie in to the underfloor insulation vapor barrier that will go on the inside. Underneath the vapor barrier is the mud slab, and under that is glycol heating. In a freezer and situation like this, the heated floor is not necessarily to keep the floor from freezing, it's actually to keep the ground from freezing. If you did not have that heat or insulation or vapor barrier there, the cold from the freezer would migrate down into the ground and actually freeze the water in the ground, and you'd actually have your concrete heave, and so you would no longer have a flat floor. So as this project continues, we're looking forward to finishing up with the exterior freezer walls, moving to the underfloor, and then finally finishing up the cold dock and office panels. When it comes to these new IMP projects, or really any other project, Southern Thermal Solutions takes pride in being able to get the job done on time, within budget, and most of all, make sure everyone's safe at the end of the day.